Week 9 pick'ems.
Bum, 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 bum.
YouTube Oz going. The Goat House is back. We're back. Week 9 pick'ems. I told him last week we were going to be back, and I'm telling him now that we're going to be back next week for Week 10 pick'ems.
Usually always back.
Always back. Every Tuesday night. I got score predictions if you're looking for picks against the spread on Wednesday. I got power rankings already up. We're covering the trade deadline. There's some trades that went down. I graded them. Check them out. Follow the Twitter. If you're not following it, you're missing out. Link. If you're looking for a link, it's down description comments. You guys know the drill by now. Here's the leaderboard. It was a weird week. It was a pretty
Not a good one.
Not a good one, yeah. The fans passed you over there.
Yeah, I had a total of 5 wins last week.
Yeah, it was a weird week. A lot of weird games there. Pretty similar standings in the last few weeks. We see the fans league down there. There's a lot of people tied in first, so I just went ahead and just slapped the leaderboard straight. Just slapped it right on there. ESPN 690101. I don't know. I lost track. He's in first place, or
He's
she.
cheating now.
Yeah, is that how many picks he's?
Picks 1, picks 2.
Oh yeah,
Somebody's cheating.
Oh, there's a lot of cheaters in there. There's a lot of cheaters. So they're pumping themselves with steroids. Maybe a beaver tranquilizer's in there somewhere. I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna allow it, I guess.
We'll make the adjustment and move forward.
All right. Okay. That's the bye week teams. We don't want the bye week.
That's at the end.
That's at the end. We're saving the teams of the bye week for the end. And Pete, what was it? Your favorite foods?
I don't know what
We
it
don't know
is.
that.
I
We
don't
have plenty
know
of time
what
to
it
figure it out.
is.
Yeah, Colts. Jets, Colts. You're throwing me off. Thursday night football, the Jets. Apparently, they just beat good teams. They beat the Titans. They beat the Bengals. They scored 34 points. Mike White, is that the man? Is that the guy?
No.
No?
No.
I mean,
Well,
he looked pretty
something.
good.
Yeah, that's something.
Yeah, look, it was a shake-up. No.
Colts, they shit the bed sometimes. But they're home on Thursday night football. What are you guys going with here?
I'm going to take the Colts. Solid defense. Carson Wentz will not throw an idiot interception like he did last
Idiot
week.
sandwich.
Well, he's probably going to throw an idiot sandwich interception, but not as much of an idiot sandwich interception. It was raining last week for them, right? So it was tough.
Raining? No, that was 2
Or
weeks
he
ago.
threw with his left hand or something.
He switched hands while he was wrapped up, did one of these. And
Probably not a good
Forgot
idea. He
he
probably
was-
saw the film and said,
I would like to
Coach?
see him throw lefty, like just right now. Just I'm gonna see, like, compare it. How.
Yeah, I don't want to see it. I'm taking the Colts.
Okay, but you're taking him still.
Taking the Colts.
You can't mess around with no Jets, all right? But I'm gonna take the Colts as well. I think if the Colts lose, there's only one reason the Colts would lose is because Carson Wentz threw some idiot sandwich interceptions or turnovers, and it's possible. Jets defense could be a little sneaky sometimes. They snuck up on Joe Burrow. Was that Shaq Lawson made a ridiculous play? It could happen. But I'm going to trust the Colts offensive line a lot more than the Bengals offensive line, and they're just a better team. Those are the differences. I'm going to go Colts home Thursday night. What a shit game it's going to be.
Oh yeah. All of us are going with the Colts, so get us over there.
You're going too fast. The graphics guy can't keep up.
Keep
here.
up, graphics guy.
The fans, you sure?
The fans are, yeah.
All right.
Fanskis?
So that's a
They
guarantee.
gotta just. I say this every time about the Colts. They just gotta keep running the ball. They just get away from the run too early. And
You gotta throw to win, though.
They're just getting.
Against the Jets, you could run to win.
Why are you letting Carson Wentz throw the ball so much?
I mean, because you're not going to get anywhere. It's more about than just that
All right,
game.
I figured out you run to set up the pass.
Yeah.
There we go.
They're worried about something over there. I don't know. We'll see if the Colts. What if the Colts lose this game? I guess they're not out of it yet, but it's a little. You got to start to panic a little bit. But
they're done.
But it's a guarantee.
Zach
so
Wilson, are you panicking?
if Zach Wilson got his ass beat, or you mean beat the Colts?
No, if
No, Mike White wins. That's
beats
2
the
wins
Colts.
for Mike White.
So are you panicking for Zach Wilson? You're
Yeah.
asking?
No. They invested too much in him.
Well, yeah, he's the starter when he
Yeah.
comes back.
Of course.
Okay, but it doesn't look good for him.
Doesn't look good.
But he's the starter.
But he's the starter.
But it doesn't look great.
Still doesn't look good.
What if Mike White just did it? The
That'd
guy,
be pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Browns, Bengals. This might be the toughest game of the week. There's not too many. There's a couple. This could be the toughest one. Division rival game, AFC North. We're in Cincinnati for this one. They both shit the bed a little bit last week. Bengals a little
Battle for Ohio.
A little battle for Ohio. There you go.
Battle for
Who
Ohio.
wins the battle for Ohio?
Pete, what do you got?
I like the Bengals at home. I like them bouncing back after that Jets loss. I I think they needed it to humble themselves over there. I think they were getting a little
cocky.
cocky over there.
They thought their
I
shit
think-
didn't stink for a second there.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of distraction going on with the Browns, especially recently with Odell, and a lot of criticism of Baker too. And I've seen the clips too of him just missing open guys or not taking shots to open guys or like sensing pressure when it's not there. So Baker's kind of struggling. I think the injury's getting to him a little bit.
Conklin hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't help either. But I really like the Bengals to bounce back. I just feel like they're a good team, and that's what good teams do. They blow it sometimes, but they're gonna bounce back the next week.
Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. I still really don't know. I kind of talked myself into one team.
The Browns' offense is just.
Yeah, but I mean the Bengals pass rush is underrated. It's been better. It's been getting better. Not a whole lot last week. I don't know if they do a whole lot in this game. And Stefanski made a point that they're going to get Odell more involved. They're going to open up the pass game more. I don't think Jarvis Landry is going to shit the bed this week. I'm using that term a lot. I think they get the passing game going a little more. And the Bengals offensive line, I worry about them against Myles Garrett. But, man, I kind of look at the Cardinals game for the Browns. They couldn't really and I know the offense struggled, but they really couldn't handle the passing attack of the Cardinals with the receivers that they spread out. And the Bengals are passing as much as anybody right now, and they have the receivers right now. I'm leaning towards the Bengals just because of that. This is the toughest one easily to pick. I could see the Browns. Maybe they don't allow the Bengals to get in their groove. They pound the football, run the clock. They get pass rush on Joe Burrow. It's definitely a possibility. Injuries to the Browns probably going to cost them. I'm going to go I'm going to go Bengals. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals too. I don't know. Did Odell actually tweet that or Instagram that thing out?
I
or
think
was
that was fake.
news?
I think his dad was kind of talking shit though.
Oh well,
And apparently,
that's just his dad.
apparently the Saints were trying to trade for Odell, and the Browns actually kind of got in those discussions, but it didn't get too far in there. So how does that sit with Odell?
Yeah,
Maybe I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is the toughest game to pick. What Yeller going Bengals?
Yeah, and the fans are going with the Bengals, so.
It's guaranteed. So I guess that decides things right there. I don't know.
It's over.
It's Bengals.
I'm surprised by that, to be honest.
Yeah, I was.
Battle for Ohio.
I'm still close on it. I can see the Bengals offensive line starting to look more like the Bengals offensive line as we get kind of going here because they look way better. Earlier in the year. So maybe Myles Garrett really gets after. I think the Bengals receivers might be a problem. Even though I like the Browns secondary, it's good. I think just that many receivers kind of going to cause problems there. We'll see. That's going to be a really good game. Again, surprise with the guarantee, but that's what it is. Broncos, Cowboys. I think Dak will play, but if it's Cooper Rush, he just beat the Vikings
What
away.
about Kyle Fuller? Is he going to play? Or?
He's going to play 2 snaps.
Okay.
2 snaps. Then the whole game.
Gotcha.
Bryce Callahan is out, but I'm still thinking 2 snaps to Kyle Fuller because they decided to go with Harrison instead of Fuller for the most part last week, Callahan. So, yeah, I was a little surprised that the Broncos didn't trade Fuller. Maybe they're going to start using him a little more, but they like Darby and Surtain. Surtain's been a fantastic rookie on the outside there. I'm going to take the Cowboys.
Yeah. Taking the boys.
How could you not?
So,
At home?
We doing one of these?
Yeah, we'll do one of those.
Yeah, just a quick one there.
Yeah.
The fans, too. Fans, right? They're hitting a little bit. There we go. Cowboys they're pretty damn good. Broncos, they got to win against Washington. It didn't look that pretty. I think defensively it kind of did. They really night and day difference from that Thursday night game against the Browns with the Broncos defense. But playing the Cowboys offensive line, the Cowboys weapons, running game, passing game, I'm pretty sure Dak's going to be playing. And the Cowboys defense is looking pretty good too. And the Broncos offense, still not really thrilled with. They tried to blow it against Washington last week. They really tried. Play calling's pretty bad still. Cowboys.
Boys.
They don't even have DeMarcus Lawrence yet.
No, and they're just looking pretty damn good.
Mm-hmm.
Texans, Dolphins. Now this
Wow.
could be an interesting one. Because we don't really know if it's Tuesday night here. All right, still early. We don't know if Tyrod Taylor is playing or not. And I see the difference of the Texans with and without Tyrod Taylor. Pretty significant difference. Pretty significant. But we still don't know. The Texans are still not saying. They're saying day to day. Is that because they actually don't know? Is that or is that because they're playing games with the Dolphins? Are they playing games with themselves? If they sit Tyrod Taylor, because I think he's good to go, and they play Davis Mills in this game, I'm thinking it's kind of a tank for Tua situation.
Oh.
While they're playing Tua,
Interesting.
They're going to play Davis Mills to tank. They're not actually getting Tua. I'm just saying they're tanking, and that could be the case. They could play Davis Mills for that reason. But the Dolphins are stinking up the joint as well, so the Texans could win with Davis Mills. But they got a better shot with Tyrod Taylor, so it's just tough right now because we don't know who's at quarterback. But I'm going to take the Dolphins. I don't like changing my pick. I'm 0-2 on the year so far, changing my pick. But if Tyrod Taylor plays and I'm feeling frisky, I might go Texans. But the Texans seem like they gave up within that Rams game. I was going to say within the Rams game, but it seemed like they gave up pretty early. They're shipping off players for nothing, too. That doesn't help. The defense kind of looked like they gave up, I should say. The Dolphins, they've been putting up some fights. They're putting up a fight a little bit with the Bills. Dolphins at home, and they put up more of a fight. Give me the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. The Texans got a lot of garbage time touchdowns in that Rams game. They really couldn't get any offense going. Their defense couldn't stop anything. Obviously, it's the Rams, though. The Dolphins are a different story. If Tyrod plays, though, that's interesting. I might switch my pick. But, yeah, I'm 0-2 switching my pick this year as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Dolphins, too.
Okay.
And so is everyone else.
Couple of
slow down.
Sorry, man. What do you want us to do? I think this is a game where the Dolphins will kind of get back to it a little bit. I mean, kind of where we were expecting them to somewhat be earlier in the year. I mean, obviously not a tough matchup with the Texans, but I don't know. I think Tua's going to play pretty good.
Okay, all of us. I'm surprised no one, again, we could switch some picks around if Tyrod. I'm not a big pick switcher. I'm not a big pick switcher. I'm 0-2 these days. I don't like it.
You're more of a lone wolf.
I'm more of a lone wolf type of guy. So let me pick a game by myself, and then that one we might be able to hit.
What do you think about
here.
this one, though?
This is a tough one because we don't know who the hell's playing quarterback for the Saints. Trevor Siemian did look good. Taysom Hill could be the guy if he's back from concussion. I would love for it to be Ian Book. I mean, I'd be all in on the Saints for Super Bowl. I'm kidding, but I would love. I'm a Ian Book type of guy. Not that I think he's great, but diehard Notre Dame fan.
I'm surprised they went with Simeon over Book.
Well, Book's inactive, but it could be a situation where he's just a healthy scratch because they just didn't feel like an injury was coming and they want the veteran out there. Maybe I've seen that before. It's unlikely, but I've seen it. But there's no way Book's going to start this game. I just don't see it. So I just would love for it to be the case. But Simeon actually looked pretty good. There was some sloppy throws early. There was a bad interception in the red zone, but I got called back for roughing the passer. But he looked pretty good, clutching up. But we've seen this. You're not really expecting Simeon. You're not game planning for it. So now you have a week to game plan for a guy like that. I can definitely see him, if he's the starter, just throwing picks left and right because he's Trevor Siemian. But Taysom Hill could play. And Simeon could be solid, but Taysom Hill can play, and he could be struggling, or he could be solid as well. It's really tough to figure out here. I would not expect. I think too many people are going to expect it, or they're going to be like, all right, they just destroyed the Bucs. All right, so they're good. They're set. I think too many people are going to think like that, and they very well could destroy the Falcons, but it's just a totally different game here. A whole week, knowing that whoever the quarterback is going to be that guy. So that's what makes this one tough. But I'm just going to play. Forget the quarterback. I'm just going to play the matchup here. Matchup is telling me New Orleans, especially because they're at home as well, because that's a tough place to play. It's a tough one, though, because if it's Simeon, Simeon's is not a good quarterback. As good as he looked last week, as clutch as he was, he's just not good, all right? So I could see him just blowing the game. But the matchup, the Falcons don't play too well against the stout defenses because they just, they rely too much on scoring, scoring a decent amount of points, and they can do that against the mediocre teams, maybe the average teams, maybe a little slightly above average teams, but not a defense like the Saints. I think the Saints win with defense. It's probably going to be very low scoring. And the Saints will find ways, get the ball to Kamara in space, things like that.
I was just about to say, Saints defense could stop the Falcons, stop them to 14, 17 points.
Easily.
And I think easily. And stopping Kamara is a different story. I think they're just going to pound the rock, slip screens, everything. Kamara's going to have 800 yards rushing, probably about 500 yards passing. Yeah, he's going to actually throw the ball this week. But, I just Saints at home. I just don't think the matchup based on the defense is going to bode well for the Falcons.
I just want Ian Book. That's just what I want.
I want
We're
some
not
Ian
going to
Book.
get it. You're not going to get it.
And I'm just the Saints fan for the rest of the year because the Vikings are just. I'm done. I'm done with them.
We'll see.
I'm going with the Saints as well at home. I just trust them a lot more. It feels like whoever they have in that quarterback, Sean Payton does a good job scheming things up, making sure they're ready to go, not putting too much on their plate. But yeah, they're just a better team here, even without Jameis.
All right.
Yep, and the Saints for both.
All right, you're a little slow on that one.
Sorry.
See, I need you to split the difference here. Another guarantee here.
Oh,
no one going
I think
surprised.
They've all been, right?
I want to be the lone wolf, but I can't force it. You
They've
know,
all
I
been
really want it
guarantees.
because it's an above a 90% win rate.
I don't know if you're gonna unless you take your Vikings. I don't know if there's gonna be
Oh,
one coming up.
You're in for one here.
Oh, boy.
Raiders, maybe Raiders, Giants. I actually think this is a good game. I think this is a good game. It's actually not easy to pick here. Giants just they had a shot against the Chiefs. Defense has been playing great. Offense kind of let them down, and the coaching staff. They had a shot in that game. They had a shot. You know,
I bet on them too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a good shot. The defense played great. Again, they've been playing great. They moved the ball somewhat well. It's a Chiefs defense.
The play calling was atrocious. I mean, how many times did you see like a 3rd and 9 and they ran a 2-yard out?
I just don't think they trust Daniel Jones, which kind of makes sense. But
yeah,
but
you have
against
to-
the Chiefs defense, you gotta unleash.
Yeah.
You just gotta. But it was pretty clear the way they were play calling. They don't trust somebody at least. But
For that reason, I'm taking the Raiders right off the bat. I'm taking the Raiders. I thought the Giants' defense played really well, but Chiefs' offense kind of struggling right now. Mahomes throwing interceptions. Derek Carr's pretty clean with the ball. I think I think they're going to be able to kind of run the ball, but I think their play action is going to be the difference. And unfortunately, what's going on with Henry Ruggs right now too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
This is a really tough one because there are two different Derek Carrs, you know, and every quarterback's different, clean and under pressure. But I think Derek Carr is one of those guys where it's a major difference. I don't think he's throwing picks like crazy if he's under pressure, but this guy looks like, I'll say it, he actually, when he's kept clean, he looks like he's elite. Like he looks like he's a really good quarterback. He looks pretty bad when he's under pressure though. It's just like kind of like the Raiders offense is non-existent. They got to rely on the run a little bit. But the Giants defense been flying around, playing well, running a lot of stunts. They blitz. That defensive line, Leonard Williams, they get a lot of pressure. So, and the Raiders offense line still a little iffy. You know, that right side, mainly right tackle, if we're getting specific. So the Giants defense could make some big-time plays in this game. But I do think you can run on the Giants. I think getting Kenyon Drake going helps. We'll see how Jacobs is. I guess that'll be a factor. And there's been random games where Daniel Jones has been very solid, actually. But it's just so hard to put a lot of trust in this guy. I don't think the coaching staff
It's
fully
the games
does either.
he runs the ball, like where they're actually doing read options and letting him run. I think those are the games that you see him succeed because they have to worry about that.
Giants are also really beat up. So I do think this was actually a tough one for me. I thought a little bit because I think the Giants defense, I really like their defense. I really like it. It's more trust in the Raiders here due to quarterback play and health and coaching staff, even though the Raiders don't have their head coach. More of a test to see how they are with Gruden, but it's looked pretty decent so far. This is better than decent, actually. I'll go Raiders. That's actually a good game, though.
You know who I got?
Oh, yeah, you're not picking the Giants again. They only won 2 games, so that's worked out for you.
Oh yeah, it's a great idea from the start, and then everyone else is going
It's a
with
business decision.
with the Raiders as well.
Guaranteed.
You can't blame the man for a business decision. It's guaranteed again. There's a lot of those cases this week. Some of them I'm surprised about. I thought about the Giants, that's what I'm telling you. Let's see.
I didn't.
Patriots, Panthers. Panthers defense is back last week. They looked pretty damn good. And it helped that they got Shaq Thompson back. And it helped that Stephon Gilmore was in there. Panthers
Against
defense.
his old team.
And now he's playing his old team here. I didn't think of that. Panthers defense looks good, but you know whose defense also looks very good? It's the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick's the best defensive mind in football. We already knew that. I mean, it's just such a unique defense, so many different looks. I mean, Matthew John's been a consistent, very solid player, but then he comes to New England and he just looks like arguably the defensive player of the year. It's ridiculous. Very good in coverage, and the offense getting rolling. They've been pounding the football at a high level. Mac Jones, he's been good from the start, but now they're letting him throw downfield a little more, and he looks pretty damn good doing that too. So, Darnold, I like the way he played last week. Didn't do a whole bunch throwing, but I love the way he was running. Tough kid, lowering his shoulder. He did get banged up at the end there a little bit in concussion protocol. We'll see if he plays. P.J. Walker, the backup, he can run, he can scramble, but other than that, not a lot of trust in him. And then for those reasons, I'll take, well, not just for those reasons, but I'm going to take the Patriots. They're heating up, and I do love the Panthers' defense. I think it'll be kind of low scoring just because these two teams have very good defenses. I just trust the Patriots more with coaching. I trust them at quarterback more, with health more as well. The Patriots are really getting going. That was a big time game last week, so I'm going to trust them. The Patriots defense is going to give them all kinds of problems, so yeah.
I'm taking the Patriots as well. I think it's going to be a good test for the Panthers defense based on how we see Mac Jones performing as of late. I also think, I mean, maybe it was a fluke game last week. I mean, we saw them kind of go backwards a few weeks ago as far as the Panthers are concerned, but now got a somewhat of a higher-powered offense going here, so we'll see if it's true that their defense is back, but I still think Patriots are going to win.
Yeah, give me the Patriots as well. I think they get on a roll here the second half of the season. I think they make a push for the playoffs.
Old Yeller?
Yeah, New England, and the fans are going New England.
Another guarantee. Okay.
Wow.
Welcome to the Guarantee House.
Yeah.
The Guarantee House. New name. We call it. Okay. I don't think I'm picking the Jags ever again. I picked them last week like an asshole, like an idiot.
I think I did too. Yeah, not a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it was mainly because Geno. I wasn't really trusting Geno. And then Geno definitely did play better, but he was still doing his shenanigans, holding the ball way too long, running into sacks. But it didn't matter because the Jaguars are so damn bad. Trevor Lawrence, starting to take steps up, and then he took a step back down. Coaching staff, sure not helping him, but it didn't look good. Bills, they're a little rusty off the bye. Definitely not worried. They're not going to lose this game.
Well, okay.
Well, all right. Bills win. Congratulations to Buffalo. Vikings and the Ravens.
Purple on purple.
I'm going to go ahead and take the Ravens on this one here.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly I think the Vikings can do it, but maybe save some timeouts or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe not try to call two in a row and within seconds of each other and then forget about the first one.
Probably not a good idea.
Because you're too old of a head coach, maybe.
Ravens were on bye last week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all rested. I mean, I could see them coming out slow, just based on their offensive scheme, and Vikings got a solid defense, but it can be
here
solid.
and there.
Yeah, it's
mainly there.
Streaky.
It's mainly there.
It's streaky. But I mean, Ravens off the bye, got to take them at home.
Pete.
Yeah, give me the Ravens at home.
Welcome to the Guarantee
Old
House.
Yeller?
He's going with the Ravens.
Wow.
Fans?
Ravens.
All right, here we go. I always play the matchup. And it always works, and when I don't, I regret it. The matchup, ladies and gentlemen, just on the field, believe it or not, I think there's more towards the Vikings here. With the Ravens game defensively, is pure man coverage, pure blitz. How you beat the Vikings offense and when they've gotten slowed down versus when they haven't, you just get a good edge rush. Ravens, they could get an edge rush here and there, but they're pure man coverage, pure blitz. That's what the Vikings offense actually has looked very, very solid. I think Dalvin Cook can run on them. I think Kirk Cousins, I can't even talk. Kirk Cousins could beat the blitz. We know it. We've seen it. He's not too good when they're coming off the edge for some reason. And those receivers they have, they live to play against man coverage like this. All right. So will the Ravens change it up? I don't know. But this is one of those because sometimes we see the Vikings score like 30 points and their offense looks ridiculous, and then where did it go? It's just all about matchup for them. So this is one of those games where I really think the offense will be going. But then you got the Ravens. How will their offense be against the Vikings? I think Lamar Jackson can have a day. I don't think he throws gets too wild, passing the ball on them. I think he runs. For most of the matchup sides with the Vikings, and I always go with the matchup. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen here. The matchup's going to look great early on. The Vikings offense is going to have success, and then they're just going to blow it. They're going to absolutely blow it like they always do.
Is it going to be by a field goal
it's
timeouts?
Both.
Okay.
It's going to be within a 5-point game, probably 6-point game, easily within. Every Vikings game's been close. The matchup, I'm telling you, people will disagree, and I don't care if the Ravens win 50-0. I'm standing by it. The matchup looks pretty good for the Vikings, but that's a team that doesn't always put it on the field. For a portion they will, probably the start, but they're going to blow it. They're going to blow it at some point. But even if they do have success in that, this is kind of sometimes when you go against the matchup, sometimes the other team is just better, and the other team just has that big-time player. And that's kind of the case here on top of it. Because even if the Vikings have that success, I trust Lamar Jackson and the Ravens to just get it done anyways. So that's why I still feel – I think it'll be close, and I think the Vikings can win because of the matchup, but I still feel pretty good about the Ravens. So another guarantee, all of us with the Ravens.
Is that game on at noon, or is it 3?
I think it's a noon game. Yeah, it's a noon game. This was the last of the noon games on the slate here. It would be a Vikings move to just lose the Cooper Rush and then go beat Lamar Jackson. There's really no logic behind that, but it's just
Makes sense.
Yeah, perfectly good sense. Chargers and Eagles. The Eagles shellacked the Lions last week. The Chargers are stinking it up a little bit here, but they're not going to stink it up against the Eagles. They could actually.
They could.
I got the Chargers, but why I said I was like thinking a little bit because the Chargers they cannot stop the run. They just can't do it. They can't.
Eagles started to run the ball mainly because
the Eagles are pounding the shit out of the ball. They're running all over
without Miles Sanders. I just don't understand it.
I'm looking at the stats. 46 rushing attempts. Is that more than the entire year combined, you think? No, it can't be.
No, okay.
It can't.
That's it.
If you take away Hurts runs, it could be.
Yeah.
It could be.
I think it is.
I want to look up how many rushes Miles Sanders has for the year.
Jordan Howard and I almost said Jordan Scott and Boston Howard. Jordan Howard and Boston Scott. They're running pretty good. Jalen Hurts is running pretty good. They should be able to pound the ball on the Chargers like they would against the Lions. Does it? Yeah.
All right. No, sorry. So they ran 46 times last week, and Miles Sanders has 63 rushes or attempts so far this year.
Okay.
That's just funny to me.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, give me the Chargers.
He's taking the Chargers. I wasn't done with my speech.
Well, let me take it over for you. Obviously the Lions are the Lions. Impressive. You put
everything
up 44
I've said
points.
so far just sided with the Eagles.
I don't care. It's my turn. But I think Chargers are better than what they've been playing. They played a really tough defense. Eagles played really well last week. I can't fault them for that. But I think this is where the Chargers come back. I think you're not going to see any. You probably could see it, but I don't think you're going to see any dumb turnovers from Justin Herbert this week. So I'm taking the Chargers. I almost said the Eagles. Chargers in a squeaker. Thank you.
Squeaker. All right, back to what I was saying. So the Eagles pound the football well. They should be able to pound it well against Chargers because they suck against the run.
Right.
That's the only thing the Eagles did against the Lions. They're going to have to pass, though, to keep up with the Chargers here. And I don't think the Chargers are going to be too worried about the pass game. They're going to focus. They're going to buckle down, focus on the run. Maybe they'll do a little better than expected, but it still won't be enough. And I look at the Chargers while they've been struggling on offense. Last couple games, who'd they play? They played the Ravens. They played the Patriots. Genius game planners, Don Martindale, Bill Belichick. A lot of unique looks. They don't, young quarterbacks don't know what they're throwing at you, and a lot of man coverage. The Eagles are pretty much the opposite of everything I just said on defense. So Chargers, Herbert's gonna rip. Herbert's gonna rip the ripping and the tearing.
Ripping and the tearing
in Philadelphia. The link, is it still the link over there? It's got to be. It has to be forever. He's going to rip. He's going to rip and tear it up. Eagles will be able to. What if the Eagles just run the entire clock? They'll run him, though, and then just throw him off. It's possible.
I like the Chargers as well, but I was hyping them up earlier, and now I'm a little disappointed with them. I don't know. They did play 2 tough defenses, but they're really struggling, like you said, stopping the run on defense and just offense in general. I feel like they're just struggling. They're supposed to be known as a aired out team and attack through the air, but they've been struggling moving the ball. But
Bill Belichick isn't on the other side this week, all right?
I think this is a get-right game for them.
If the Eagles had Bill Belichick, I'm not even talking about as a coach, like as a linebacker or something. Then I'm thinking.
Good point.
I would pick the Eagles.
And the fans in Old Yeller are going with the Chargers.
This is the week of the guarantee here.
Yeah.
We don't have any yet.
I think we have these every year, and we're all like, oh, God, everyone's going to hate us. But what are we going to do,
You know that
we're sitting in like a group chat, like texting each other, giggling, like, "Oh, we're gonna do it."
Oh, we're gonna. You know that these teams aren't gonna go 100%.
Oh no. Well, maybe.
I mean, if they're guarantees, then yes. What are you talking about? Packers, Chiefs. That's a good one. Chiefs are at home.
Not really.
Why? Whoa, what are you doing?
The Chiefs are just not the same team they've been.
You
the
know
last
they're
couple
gonna
years.
break out at any time.
I don't know.
We keep saying that every week. And
I know.
But it's gonna happen, right?
Packers beat the 7-0 Cardinals on Thursday night.
They did.
In Arizona.
They did.
Without Devontae Adams, without Alan Lazard.
And now they're
Impressive.
getting too cocky. They're going to get way too cocky, but I'm still taking them. Cocky is good in Green Bay, apparently. Yeah, they're going to get some guys back. You know, they got some guys. They got some guys. They're going to put them on the field. And
What is the fans and Old Yeller take?
Green Bay.
Give me the Chiefs to break the curse of the pick of the. Yeah, I lost my thought. I'm taking the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs.
He's taking one for the team. Basically.
Yeah, I'm taking one for the team. At some point, I mean, again, we have to understand. Well, we all understand the Chiefs' defense sucks. It's stinky.
Hey,
it's
they held
bad.
the Giants to 17, though.
They held the Giants to 17, but there's other opportunities for
Daniel
them to score.
Jones, Aaron Rodgers.
That's okay. Patrick Mahomes. At some point, the offense is just going to score too many points. I don't think.
Too many.
Yeah, too many points where the
many
Packers can't
points.
keep up.
It's like,
Packers are probably going to win.
they're going to score too many. They're not going to know what to do with themselves.
Exactly right.
They might give some to the Chiefs. Or to the Packers.
Yeah, what?
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm trying to break the curse here of the guarantees. I'm taking the Chiefs. Breakout game. Defense still sucks.
Then that's it. I think
good
Mahomes
team.
is going to play a good game. I think the Chiefs offense will have a pretty solid game here. But the problem is the Packers. They can run it on you. They can throw it on you. They can mix it together and do both together. I don't know what you want to call it, but
Maybe they walk in
put
with
it
like
in
a big head or something like they're just
A big cheese
overthinking
head.
it. Yeah, a big cheese head or something.
They're just
overthinking it, and they're like, oh, we're gonna try and do this to manipulate them. No, it's not gonna work. Chiefs are just gonna throw 50-yard bombs every play and catch all of them.
You want to know what I think? I think the Packers are just going to pound the shit out of it.
The cheese out of it?
The cheese out of it.
Very possible.
A.J. Dillon's getting going. Looked real good last week. It's almost like it sometimes looks like a split, good old-fashioned split over there. I think they're going to do that. A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones, they're going to pound it, run the clock, and if they need Aaron Rodgers, hey, we got him right here, former MVP.
You would think,
reigning
did
MVP.
Chiefs trade, they trade for Melvin Gordon? Who
Melvin
they trade?
Ingram.
Melvin Ingram, sorry.
Pass rusher.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was going to say that is going to, he should be able to play. Just go, your assignments, go get the quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that'd be a slight help.
Yeah, how many sacks for Ingram?
At least 12 and a half.
0.
A baker's dozen.
Oh, yeah. All right. He said it.
0.
It's a guarantee.
I mean, like, what if, though? What if?
What if?
No.
If he gets 12 sacks, Chiefs going to win?
Yeah.
I think so.
Math. Come on.
What if they
If he gets
they did
5,
it and they
if
didn't?
he gets 5, I think they're gonna win.
Oh, I don't know, Pete.
I don't know
That's kinda
about
close.
that,
Did you
Pete.
see who their safety is? I don't know, Pete.
Yay, Pete.
Sorensen.
Yeah.
Okay. Cardinals, 49ers, they played each other just a few weeks ago. 17-7. Cardinals took care of business, but if you watched that game, it was tight. Early in the game, Trey Lance on fourth down was on the 1 centimeter line. I'm not even kidding, and didn't get in. And then Shanahan kind of had his head up his ass and decided to put Juszczyk at quarterback on fourth down, fullback quarterback, and yeah, that didn't work out. I think if and the Cardinals deserve credit, their stout defense there, but if the 49ers convert on those, the 49ers could win. So my point is this could be an interesting game. And Kyler Murray's a little hurt, but I think he's going to play. With a sprained ankle, I think he's going to play.
He was just milking it for the interception.
Maybe a little bit. I think he was pissed at A.J. Green. He wanted, because if he would have got up right away, he probably went in A.J. Green's face and gave him some business. So he kind of had to control him. Smart move. It's a veteran move, even though he's only been in the league for a few years. So the 49ers defense surprisingly played the Cardinals offense well when they were kind of in their hot streak, and then the Cardinals got hot again. And the Packers, I don't want to say exposed, definitely not. First half, they really shut them down, and they made the Cardinals change their whole game plan. They got to play small ball. It made them adjust, and Cardinals they almost won with the half football, but that's what they had. They had half football. So the 49ers might be able to continue that defensive success against the Cardinals and kind of take some things from the Packers. And it looks like the 49ers got going on offense, some much better play calls in the second half against the Bears for Shanahan. Garoppolo running, playing a little better. Elijah Mitchell looks great. if he's good
or
to
they
go.
just throw an 80-yard screen pass.
Yeah.
Get the ball in
that usually
Debo's.
will work.
Get the ball in Debo's hand.
So it's my point to all this. It's a pretty good game, I think. It should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I think I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
You know who does think it's a
Sorry.
good game? He's going to go with the 49ers. It's Old Yeller.
Oh,
Wow.
doing it.
But I'm going with the Cardinals.
Sorry.
Sorry.
All right, where's Pete? There's Pete. Yeah,
Yep.
we're gonna put him right up there. What's the fans going with?
Cardinals.
Yeah, like I said, something that I expected to happen at some point too is a team kind of be able to correctly game plan for the Cardinals, take away the deep ball, make them throw underneath. The Packers did it, and then it happened last year where it kind of happened, and the Cardinals weren't able to adjust, and they kind of went downhill. I definitely don't think that happens again. I think the Cardinals are much better, and they know how to adjust now. But I don't think they're going to be that crazy explosive. They do whatever you want, air the ball downfield, scramble around forever every single week going the rest of the year. I think teams kind of slow them down a little bit. The Niners defense played them pretty well last time. Again, their offense getting better. So, but I'm still going to go with the Cardinals. So.
After all that.
Oh, okay.
Because I think the game plan's going to get better. And I think the 49ers could have a good defensive game, but that's not it. You need more than that. I still think the Cardinals, even if guys are covered tightly, I think Kyler Murray's still going to make that extra big play. Those receivers will. I haven't been throwing at the 49ers secondary either. I think if they're tight on someone, I still want to throw. I still want to kind of test them a little bit. I don't trust them, even in tight coverage. Fully.
I was going to also say, the success that the Bears had against the Niners last week was when Justin Fields was outside of the pocket. What do the Cardinals do well with? Getting Kyler outside of the pocket. Letting him move around.
Yeah, well, it's not really design plays, though. Kyler just decides when he goes outside the pocket. He'll do it when he's good and ready. Maybe his ankle affects him. Maybe.
They have an extra couple days after that Thursday night game, though.
That is true. That is true. It's a good game. 49ers could have won the last time, and they might have a little more of an advantage this time. But I just think the bigger play. I don't fully trust 49ers offense either. Another reason why I'm picking the Cardinals. I don't fully trust it. I just think the Cardinals make that extra big play, or two, or maybe three,
or three, or four.
Not one, not two. That should be a good game, though. I think it can go either way. Next game. Titans, Rams,
Pete.
Sunday Night Football, two hot teams, but Derrick Henry is unfortunately hurt. But it'll be Adrian Peterson, Jeremy McNichols, and Deontay Foreman. And the Rams got Von Miller coming after Ryan Tannehill. Sunday Night Football.
Great.
Two heavyweights still.
Do you think AP is actually going to play?
I think he'll play, but I think McNichols will.
Do he runs for 297 or
Will
what?
get majority.
McNichols?
Majority of the snap. McNichols, yeah.
No, not McNichols. Peterson.
No.
297.
I was going to say, when you know Adrian Peterson's in it, you know it's most likely going to be a run, right?
Yeah.
Because, the pass protection is going to be important to protect Tannehill against this
This is interesting, though, because everything is game plan in the NFL. Everything's about the game plan. I even said when quarterbacks kind of get thrown in there, and it's a bad quarterback, but sometimes you just, what do we do? Things change, so we don't know what to do, and the quarterback is looking good because the defense knows what to do. But now Derrick Henry comes out, and what everyone knows about how to game plan against the Titans completely changes. It completely changes. You really don't know what to expect from the Titans here. So they can be a little sneaky, but I'm still going to take the Rams. Again, I do think the Titans can be a little sneaky. They're going to need Julio Jones to stop. You need to cut it out. I was going to say.
Yeah. He needs to cut it out.
Needs to cut it out. He needs to get out there. And because the receivers could be, the Rams defense has actually been, I don't want to say struggling, but it's just not the same. If Derrick Henry would have been fully healthy in this game, it would have been interesting. I probably would have taken the Titans. I think they would have just pounded all over them, made Stafford sit on the side. I would have taken the Titans. I would have done it.
Pete, can you make the case for me?
But I'm gonna take the Rams. The Rams are gonna score a lot of points. I don't think the Titans, they'll just Aaron Donald and company would just focus on getting after Tannehill. They don't have to worry about Henry. But I think it's mainly with the Rams' offense. The Titans' defense is definitely better than it has been in the past. At least last year, way better now than it was last year. But I think Stafford's gonna air it downfield with those receivers. So I got the Rams doing it up. Titans could be a little sneaky though.
A little sneaky.
So you're not going to make the case for me?
I will not make the case for you. I'm going to go with the Rams at home. It's just unfortunate. You wish you'd get to see Derrick Henry in this game
But they got some guys.
see that one play out. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who is playing, if Julio Jones could play, and if they're, the offense changes. But I think they're going to stick with their identity, and that's why they kind of got those bruiser backs like Adrian Peterson, Deontay Foreman in there. They still want to pound it, I think, with those guys. McNichols was a pretty good weapon this year already in the third down passing game. But yeah, it's just not the same. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. But I know Henry struggled the last 2 weeks, but he really sets up the offense. He makes it easier on Ryan Tannehill and makes it easier on A.J. Brown. Interested to see A.J. Brown versus Jalen Ramsey, though. It's gonna be a good battle, I think. But I'm gonna go with the Rams here at home.
Well, the Titans guy's not making the case, so I have
Nope.
to go to the Rams.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Adrian Peterson though.
So am I.
Excited to see that.
Real excited.
I think he's gonna. I mean, if you start the game with him, you give him the first,
What if Adrian Peterson
5,
just
6
shit all over the
So
Rams?
that would be
funny.
awesome. That would be awesome. We give him the first 5, 6 runs of the game and just let him with the offensive line.
I mean,
Just let him go to work.
Yeah,
He's gonna have success.
What if he just looked better than Derrick Henry and it was just the Titans the whole time?
Is
not
Adrian
Derrick
Peterson
Henry?
gonna have a 20-yard run in this game?
I don't know.
Yes, he will.
I love it.
19. He's going to have more than 19. Well, yeah, 20 yards. Okay, you said he's going to have
One
20.
single run, not 20 yards total, right?
Yeah, no, I know.
just-
Yeah, okay, yeah. 20-yard run, yes. I'm going to say yes.
Whoa. We might have to take the Titans.
27. He's going to run for
We might have to take the Titans.
just one. He's going to run for 27 yards one time. He's going to break
27.
loose. It's going to be a
And then
27
they're
yard.
He's wearing number 8.
And then they're
Isn't that
probably going
weird?
to punt
God.
a couple plays
Yeah.
later.
I don't like it.
He's wearing Mariota's number. It's a
I
little
don't
weird.
like it. Did he ask
Little weird.
Mariota?
Maybe a little
or-
Wildcat.
I don't know if he
Mariota
did.
Wildcat.
What?
I think everyone else is taking the
Everyone
Rams,
else is
right?
taking the Rams, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Give me the
Oh,
Bears. Give me the
Oh, here
Bears.
we go.
the main event, Monday Night Football, the Bears.
Ryan Mundy on Monday night.
Ryan Mundy. Bears on a losing streak, Steelers on a winning streak. Who's going to do it? Defensive battle, maybe. Bears defense kind of shit the bed a little bit, last game.
Quite a
but
bit. Quite
Quite a bit.
I am proud of the way Justin Fields played last week. I thought there was some improvement. Had a beautiful touchdown pass. I just had to throw that out there. Had a beautiful run as well.
I'm going to go with TJ Watt.
That's fine. That's fine. yeah.
TJ Watt.
You've said this about the Vikings before. You know the Vikings. You're like this is just a game that the Vikings would somehow win.
Yo, you going to do it?
I'm taking the Bears because this is the Bears.
I can see it. I can
I've
see
been a
what
Bears,
you're saying.
I've been a Bears fan for a couple years. Would you say?
Couple
right?
years.
A couple years. My entire life. This is after a disappointing loss, after a game that they, in my opinion, they should have
Just
won
woke
last
up
week.
in the Trubisky era and decided you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, right. This is a game I could see them somehow snaking away with the win. Just
I
saying.
could see it
That's all I
too.
got.
I could see that, too.
That's all I
could
got.
see Big Ben.
I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game.
I could see Big Ben just pooping, on the field.
After they won.
And then I don't know though. Why I said I was going T.J. Watt. I think the pass rush with T.J. Watt. And
Well, we got Larry Borom back. So.
I think they're gonna blitz him while getting edge rush pressure, and I think they're gonna get after Fields. But he was escaping things last week. He was getting outside the pocket. He was making people miss. That could be the difference. But I think the Steelers' defense is the reason they win this game. I don't expect a whole lot from the Steelers' offense. Or obviously the Bears' offense, if I think it's going to be a defensive game. Yeah, I got the Steelers' defense getting the job done. Bears are a little beat up on defense as
That's
well.
okay. Yeah.
And so I'll take the Steelers, but I could see it. I could just see it.
This is a Bears.
If it
type
was
of
in
win.
Chicago, I really could
Yeah.
see it.
And
you know?
this is it's weird too because typically it's the Bears defense will come through and somehow win this game, and for some reason the Bears defense sucks right now. I don't know if Khalil Mack's going to play or not. Obviously we're only on a Tuesday, but for some reason I feel like the offense is just going to do enough to win this game, and I think it's going to be Fields.
I could see it. I mean, the NFC.
Then come on over.
I'm not though, but the NFC, the NFC is kind of wide open with those wild card spots. And I could see the Bears just taking this one and almost trying to get that.
I would not want to make the wild. Isn't that weird? I don't want.
I
to
know,
Make the
and
wild
then
card.
I want the
and
Vikings
actually-
to lose the rest of
They
their games.
actually have a legit shot.
Well, we don't have a first-round pick. So
I
it
want the
doesn't matter.
Vikings to lose the rest of their game and games, and I want the Ian Book Saints to win all of them.
Ian Book Saints, but oh yeah, the fans are going with the Steelers as well. But I don't know.
Lone Dan.
With Fields, I get he's athletic.
I
And
don't have a lone
And
wolf
we saw what he could do with his legs last week. But sometimes I feel like he gets out of the pocket way too often and way too much. And Can't really do that against T.J. Watt and like a Steelers pass rush. It's going to get you in trouble.
Do I switch to the Browns just to get a lone wolf pick of the week?
No.
That's not how it works.
I could switch to the Steelers if you want the Bears.
No.
Okay.
Good try, though. Good try.
All right, that's fine.
Gotta respect it. All right. Yeah, Monday night.
We got one more. We got one more in here.
We do got one more in
Bye
here.
week.
Bye week. Bye teams of the week.
The fans are going
I
with
need
the
to do some advanced analytic research real quick. Give me 1 second.
Bucs.
The fans are going with the Bucs. Odd choice. Coming
They
off that
lost.
loss. Yeah. Washington. Is there really, Fitzpatrick's not that close. Is there a reason to pick Washington? No. The Lions can't win anything, so they most certainly cannot win the bye week.
I was actually checking to see who they're playing next week.
The Lions.
Yeah.
It's clearly the Seahawks. If you pick anything else, I don't know. I got nothing for you. Russell Wilson got the pin out of his finger. He's good to go, but would he be good to go?
Mentally, he's ready.
There was a game this week. They got the Packers next week.
He's definitely playing.
Yeah, this is perfect time for the bye week. They're coming
gonna
off
have
a
to get it
win.
going.
That was a much-needed win
Yeah,
against
they're
the
going to have
Jaguars.
to get it going.
Here, it's the only answer. It's the Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm taking the Seahawks. I'm not worried about the Bucs, and I don't care about the Washington
The
football
Lions
team
can't win the bye week. They can't
or
win
the
nothing.
Lions. So, yeah, they can't win the bye week. They don't deserve the bye week. All right, Pete.
Old Yeller didn't give us his bye week, but I'm just gonna put him on the Seahawks just because
that's just the choice.
that's just it. All right, if you don't choose the fans, done.
We keep doing this food thing, and I just don't know.
What's your favorite food in Detroit, Pete? Detroit-style pizza.
Detroit-style pizza.
Knew it was coming.
There we go.
You like that?
All right, who's your
Really?
favorite player on the Washington Reds?
The
Slip
wall.
of the tongue. Washington football team. Thank you.
Fair player.
I like Antonio Gibson.
No, you're more of a Terry McLaurin.
I was
I
gonna
like
say-
Terry McLaurin
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna try and predict Pete's.
Yeah, you can just
favorite.
predict.
All right,
All right.
Pete's favorite
Line.
line, Dre Bly.
No. It's
Joey Harrington. Is it?
yeah, that's
What
it
year is this again?
What
Joey
Harrington. What year?
Is that the year they went?
I think I know who it is. I'm just going through the rest of the roster in my head. I know I'm going to forget somebody. I'm going to go with Cleve Raymond.
Sure. I mean, yeah.
Wait.
He's
Can I get another guess?
Playoff legend Cleve Raymond.
Is it Dan Campbell?
Dan Campbell.
Yes, I got it. Okay. Bucks. Who do you got, Pete?
I know who he's got. He's got. I don't know. I got to think about this. It's not Brady because if he's an asshole if he picks Brady. Just because it's too easy.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Yeah, I was either going him or Warren Sapp.
Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks.
Pete, who's your favorite player on the team?
I just guessed it.
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm good. I'm 2 for 2. 3 for 3. I got him to change to Terry McLaurin. That counts as a 4 for 4. That counts as for 4
All right,
for 4.
Russell Wilson. We
Seahawks.
got him
No, Seahawks. It's probably gonna be
Tyler
Jamal
Lockett.
Adams. I'm kidding.
Tyler Lockett.
I don't like
no.
Jamal Adams.
I was kidding. I'm leaning Daryl Taylor.
Oh.
That's it.
Daryl Taylor.
I'm too good. Just pick the Tennessee. Cleve Raymond play for the Titans.
It's like your brothers or something. I don't
Daryl
know.
Taylor played for the Tennessee Volunteers. Mike Evans. Everyone likes Mike Evans. He's a good
you
guy.
know, you just know I like receivers.
Yeah, that too.
I like watching receivers.
Everybody
play.
likes Mike Evans. If you don't like Mike Evans,
Big
then,
Mike.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Well, that was a success.
Success.
That was a good one. I had a weird amount of energy today for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm
such a-
hoping it's every week.
For such a boring pickups with all the go down
guarantees. That got me souped up.
Guaranteed
the
rate.
guarantees got me. Yeah, the guaranteed rate. That'll
do it.
That'll do it for Week 9 Pick'ems. We'll be back next week with Week 10 Pick'ems. Like, subscribe, turn notifications on me. Much appreciated. Follow that Twitter link down below. Check out all the other content. That's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.